What is up, YouTube? Remington James here, and today I have a very special video for you. So you guys know that right now I am 7 days out from vacation, but I do not want to not bring you guys the content that I tell you that I'm gonna bring you. So I do have an eating challenge scheduled for this weekend, and hopefully if everything goes well, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So the purpose of this video is to show you exactly how I train for these challenges, right? So what I usually do is take all my macros for the day that's in my meal plan, condense them into one meal, and eat that entire meal. So I made a vlog about this a while back, but it didn't get a lot of views, so I figured, hey, why not make a video about it right now? You guys can see what goes into it. You can watch me literally have all of my macros in one sitting, in one meal, no holds bars, food fest. Food fest. So if you guys are ready to see exactly what goes into this whole process, then I'm ready to show you and eat some food. Let's do it! What is up, guys? We are here in my kitchen. I have everything behind me kind of laid out. Pans are preheating and we're getting ready to get this training session underway. So basically, I'm gonna go over everything that I'm about to eat with you, but real quick, it is like 4:17 p.m. So I've kind of waited because typically my eating challenges are about 24 hours after my final meal of the day. That way it gives me enough time to digest all the food, but still have my stomach as stretched out as possible. So if you plan on doing an eating challenge, that is a little piece of advice. It works for me when I do these challenges. So all I've had today in my system has been aminos and some water. So let me go ahead and show you. Oh, speaking of, we have Grape Gatsby is officially in stock from Pure Aminos, and I have my sample bag here. Now, I have not opened this yet because I'm gonna do my first taste test with you guys. So if any of you have had it, comment below and let me know how it is. I just don't like to not have things for the first time without you guys experiencing them. So as always, if you want some aminos and you want to start living the fasting lifestyle, these are my go-to brand. Code RJF10 at checkout. Save you a little bit of money. So anyways, move these out of the way. Boom. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go over everything I'll be eating real quick. So we're gonna do a full pound of 99% lean ground turkey breast mixed with a full pound of 90-10 lean ground sirloin. We're gonna do a full bag of Brussels sprouts. We're gonna do a half bag of tender spinach. We're gonna do 6 eggs, and we're gonna do 14 grams of extra virgin coconut oil. So this adds up to my macros right now. And if I pull them up in MyFitnessPal, which by the way, if you're not tracking and logging your food in MyFitnessPal, I recommend you start, but I can look here, everything has been accounted for. And if I go to my macros, you can see that we have 90 grams of fat, 249 grams of protein, and 40 grams of carbohydrates with all of this food. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this stuff ready so we can get this show on the road. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the ground turkey breast out of the package and get it placed here on my cutting board. Not that I have to cut anything, I just think this is a more sanitary method. So we'll sit that down and then go ahead and take my ground sirloin, and I'm really not gonna be too picky here, guys. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and just mix these two together because I just really wanna get this done. I'm not really trying to make it pretty or anything like that. This is just the fastest way I've found to do this. So I'll mix these up and get them all smushed together. Comment below if you've ever mixed two meats like this. This is actually the first time I've ever done this. So I'm kind of curious as to how it's gonna turn out. I would assume it's gonna be pretty good just simply because ground beef's amazing. I think 99% lean ground turkey's pretty good. Mix the two together. What could go wrong, am I right? All right, we got them pretty well mixed. Now I'm gonna go in and flatten it down, spread it out, and then wash my hands real fast. All right, just got back from washing the hands. Now that is one thing too I always preach. Some people aren't big on washing their hands, but if I know I'm gonna be handling something other than this meat, I always wash my hands. That way we aren't cross-contaminating anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some spices here. We have some seasoned salt here. I love this brand, it's really good. I actually got this as a gift. Shout out to the subscriber that sent this to me. I really do appreciate it. This is amazing, by the way. We're gonna use some of that, and then also a little bit of ground cumin as well for some flavor. These two should really help to give these proteins the kick they need. Go in and just add a nice little layer over this. And there we go. Then I'll take my ground cumin, put it on here as well. There we go, that'll do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cook the meat in this tall container here. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of nonstick cooking spray, butter flavored. There we go. Then I'm gonna take my proteins, I don't even know what the name for this is or what I'd call it, and put them down here in the pan so they can cook. There you go, and there you go. All right, guys, we're gonna go in, push this down, mix it up a little bit, and there we go. And I'm gonna go ahead, throw the lid on it. And this is gonna take the longest to cook out of everything. So at this point, I'm gonna come over here, grab my Brussels sprouts, put them in the microwave. What is the time for this? 6 minutes, and awesome. Because even if these finish a little early, they're gonna stay hot because they're in that steam bag. So get them started. And as you guys see here, we got our coconut oil, extra virgin. If you watched the video yesterday, this is the container I bought. It smells so good, by the way. That's another thing I forgot to mention in yesterday's video. You should be able to smell your coconut oil. It should have a very distinct coconut oil smell to it. There's nothing else that smells like coconut oil. That's how you know you got good stuff. But I will sit this down here. I already teared it out, so that goes to 0. What I'll do is I'll take my spoon, I'll measure out the 14 grams I need. I'm gonna cook that in with my eggs. Now, as you can see, 14 grams, boom, right here. And it's that easy, guys. We got our exact measurements. I always preach this, but make sure you're weighing this stuff out. Stuff like coconut oil, olive oil, stuff that has heavy concentrations of fat, those calories add up quick. So make sure you're weighing everything out when this stuff is on your plan. The easiest way for me to eat all of this in as efficient a manner as possible is gonna be mixing everything together in a really big bowl here. So I just pulled my Brussels sprouts out of the microwave. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the bowl as the bottom layer. There we go. And then I just checked the proteins. They look like they're almost good to go. So what I'm gonna do now is cook the eggs. Now, for those of you wondering exactly how I get my spinach in with my eggs, I'm gonna show you. First thing I'll do is I'll hit this pan with non-stick spray, get a nice coating on there. And keep in mind, I do preheat all my pans. It makes cooking way easier and just saves you on time. And we all know time is the most valuable asset. So what I'm gonna do is take my bag of spinach and go ahead and just dump it in here. All right, you see how big that is, right? That looks like it'd be hard to manage. Hopefully you can hear me, by the way. I'm gonna try to speak a little louder, but basically I'll take it and cook it down like this. I'll just keep moving it, and it'll slowly cook it and shrink it down to where it's a much more manageable size. And then at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and take my coconut oil from earlier and add it in. There we go. I'm gonna continue letting this cook down. That oil is the key to getting this to cook down fast. And look at that, guys. We have successfully cooked down the spinach. So you don't want to sit it in here too long or it'll overcook, but this is about perfect. So at this point, I'm going to take my 6 eggs and add them in. And then what I'll do at this point is go in here and just kind of stir everything up. You don't have to do it this way. If you want an omelet, you can throw your lid on and just let it cook in the middle of it, but I'm gonna do it this way just for the sake of this because I'm adding it into the bowl with everything else. Now pay attention how fast these are cooking, guys. If you preheat your pans, this really just becomes a very fast and efficient process. And that's one thing. If you're gonna make meal prep a part of your lifestyle, you wanna be able to do everything in as fast and efficient a manner as possible. The biggest barrier of entry when it comes to meal prep and fitness, for most people, they tell me, is the time it takes to do all this stuff. But if you find the most efficient way to do it, such as preheating your pans, that can save you 10, 15 minutes. Over the course of a week, that adds up to hours. Over the course of a year, you get the point. It spirals and just becomes a much faster process. And boom, these are officially done. Look at that. And all I'm gonna do here is add them into our bowl with everything else. Nice. Let's check on our protein concoction we got going on. Whoop. Okay, that's looking pretty done to me. I don't see any pink, everything looks fully cooked through. Let's go ahead and add that to our bowl. All right, guys, go ahead and grab the pan here and just dump it in. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, guys, all the food is done. I've let it cool down a little bit so it'll be a little easier to eat. As you already seen, we have everything in this bowl here. The crazy thing is, right, it is now 4:55. I waited a little bit to let everything cool down, and I forget the exact time of when I started filming all this, but cooking all that really only took me like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and literally this would be an entire meal plan for an entire day, and that was whipped up like that. So for those of you that say you don't have time to prep, I'm telling you, you're just overthinking it. This is a way simpler process than you think. As you see me do it, it doesn't have to be super glamorous. You can kind of just brute force your way through it and get it done and hit your goals and not spend a ton of time in the kitchen. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm gonna do what I normally do for an eating challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music or a podcast or something on my phone while I eat. That way I'm not bored to death. Got myself a jug of aminos right here, kind of keep me going, and the only sauce I'm gonna be using is jalapeno mustard. So I'm ready to get this show on the road, guys. Comment below right now if you think I'm gonna be able to eat all this. The big difference with this is like most eating challenges, when the calories start to stack up, is because they're really high in fat and really high in carbs. This is very low in carbs, not high in fat at all, but really high in protein. So as you can see, very voluminous right here, because the goal is before an eating challenge, you wanna stretch your stomach out as far as you can and then have that 24-hour fast where you kind of boom, digest it all, and then turn your stomach still stretched out but has nothing in it, and you can go ahead and eat as much as you need to for whatever challenge you're trying to do. So let me go ahead here, find a good thing to listen to. All right, Podcast Beyond it is. Shout out IGN Podcasts. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna set a little timer on my phone here. And for those of you that care, I'm gonna go ahead and show you it is 4:57, just in case there's any questions about the legitimacy of my training session. So let me go ahead. Timer, I like to do a stopwatch too, that way I have an accurate representation of when I began and I don't have to do all the math and stuff after. So, all right, we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Being completely honest, this is actually really good. This is actually really good. You can make this and just put it in like 5 Tupperware containers and those are all your meals for the day, guys. A little pro tip right there. Had to plug in my camera so she didn't die. Back to it. I almost forgot about the mustard. Go ahead and open this up. There we go. Nice coating in there. All right, back to it. About 5 minutes in, made pretty good progress so far. I'd say I'm about halfway done, so we're gonna keep on trucking, feeling really good. I would say the only difficult part about this is that it's just so, it's not really like, it's good food, right? But like, when I'm eating something else that I like wanna eat that I don't really have a lot, like pizza, or like the melt challenge, like fries and chips, stuff like that, it's way easier to eat that because it tastes like really good. But clean food, there's kind of a shut off switch in your brain. It kind of knows when you're full. You don't really crave it because there's no sugar, there's not a lot of salt, there's not a lot of really bad fats. So this is more of a like a test of willpower, if I must say so. So anyways, we wasted enough time talking. Let me get back to it. Okay guys, we are down to the home stretch. We got just a little bit left in the bottom here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish strong. We were at 10 minutes, 20 seconds, so let's see if we can't put this away quick. And boom, guys, we did it. We did it, barely in the nick of time. We got 14 minutes and 59 seconds. And just for verification, 5:13, there we go. Chewing, and that is basically how I train for an eating challenge. Let me go ahead and clean this stuff up and I will check back in here in a second with some final numbers and, I don't know, words of wisdom? See you guys in a second. All right, guys, everything's all cleaned up. I've let the initial brunt of that food settle in my stomach and I feel fine, I feel great. So that challenge in particular, right? I don't wanna call this a challenge, but like the training aspect of it, it's not as easy as you think because in the beginning, it's not too bad because you're actually hungry, but with any eating challenge, when you start doing it, the initial like eating of the food's not hard, but then you kind of hit that wall where your body knows you don't want anymore, but in order to pass it, you gotta keep eating, right? And the benefit of some other challenges is that the food still tastes good, so at least you're kind of like, this is still good as you're eating it. Whereas with that, you guys seen, I didn't do anything special to it. I mean, the only seasonings I used were those 2 seasonings I showed you, just really bland tasting, right? And it's not bad like when I'm cutting, for instance, and I'm splitting those meals all up. It's not bad because you're actually hungry to eat those, so they taste good. As you get through it, you're just like chewing on protein, chewing on protein, chewing on protein, and it's just not very easy. And at the end of that challenge, I think I spent more time chewing than anything else, so barely squeaked by in under 15 minutes. Towards the end there, I had to like shove all that food in my mouth, but we got her done, so that was, you know, that's basically how I train. What I'll do from here on out is I'll probably just only drink water for the rest of today, and then starting tomorrow morning, I won't drink any more water, I won't eat anything all the way up until my challenge. So that is that. I haven't really prepped like this the last few challenges because none of them have been really hard, but tomorrow, I still don't know what I want to do yet, guys. I had some ideas, but you know, vacation's only a week away, so I don't want to do a crazy sugar challenge that's really gonna like throw my progress off because I'm already not as lean as I want to be, but I want to do something that's still gonna be fun to watch, entertaining for you guys. So if you have any suggestions right now, comment below with your suggestion, and if I end up using your suggestion, then I will send you a t-shirt or something like that. I'll send you, how about this? If I end up using your suggestion, comment below, and I will send you a free Team Diet Dry Scoop t-shirt in your size, whichever color you want, blue or gray. I might be sold out of certain sizes though by the time I pick the winner, so if that does happen, I do apologize, but I will be getting more back in stock. But yeah, the person that picks the eating challenge I end up doing will win a a t-shirt. The most fair way I'm gonna do this, last time I did a giveaway or something, I had people comment below. People commented the same things over and over again, right? So when I picked one, this other guy was like, well, I should've won. Well, I should've won. What I'll do this time is whoever comments it first. So I will look down through, I'll sort the comments from newest all the way to the highest. You guys know how I like to comment on the first comments, but I'll look at the first ones all the way to the end, and the person that posted it first is the one that wins the t-shirt. So how about that, guys? Team Dry Scoop shirt giveaway. You just gotta help me choose my eating challenge. Some suggestions I thought about were possibly going to Chipotle, maybe eating like 5 Chipotle burritos fully loaded or something like that. I don't know. There's gotta be a sort of a cleanish food challenge I can do that's not really going to set me back too far. So anyways, guys, this is where we're gonna wrap this video up. Thank you, as always, for watching my content. I appreciate you guys more than you know. The support over the last few days has been incredible. My channel is growing massively, and the love is unreal, guys. I am too blessed to be stressed right now. Regardless of what's going on in any other aspect of my life, I have to stop sometimes and think that things are the best right now that they've ever been. Whether that's financially, spiritually, physically, I am by far the best version of Remington I have ever been. And for that, I am truly thankful. And you guys, with your emails, your comments, and your support, those of you that rush in, notification squad, and hit that like button, and all of you guys help to make me as happy and as thrilled and just overall just completely just satisfied as I am. Like, life is good, guys. Life is good. So anyways, with that, I'm out of here. And before I go really fast, guys, I just ate my entire meal plan in one sitting. All my macros, everything in one sitting. So when I hear people talk about, oh, that's too much food, I can't eat it, you know, or I can't find time to eat all these meals. When I hear excuses like that, guys, just remember when Remington sat and ate everything he needed to eat that day in 15 minutes, guys. I will be your shining star. I will be your glimmer of hope that you can get all your meals in and get it done. So with that, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much as always. And don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment, because you never know whose day you could be making better. With that, I'm out of here. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and comment below to win a t-shirt. I'll see you guys.